Welcome back to another video here on Justin Sports. As usual, I'm your host, Justin Arnberg, and thank you for taking your time to watch this video. If you like the content that you see, be sure to subscribe because, listen, that's the only way the channel is going to grow if you like the content that you see. And be sure to like and comment because let me know what other content that you guys want to see, and I'll be sure to try and do it for you. And listen, if you don't follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or X, be sure to do so for that as well, because I guarantee if you like the content that you see here on the YouTube channel, you're going to like the content that you see over there as we do graphics and videos over there. So it's just a matter of time before you find that. Listen, let's get into today's video, though, without further ado, talking about Brock Nelson signing with the Colorado Avalanche for $7.5 million for 3 seasons. Listen, I know you know my thoughts based on the thumbnail, but before we get into that side, I just want to take a second to acknowledge something that I always have believed in. When a player negotiates a deal, they deserve the money that they get. When anyone negotiates a deal, they deserve the money that they get. You are the one putting a price tag on your value, your worth. And you are the one who ultimately, at the end of the day, signs the contract, right? For whatever you're worth. And that's what Brock Nelson did. He believed that he's worth a certain price, $7.5 million for 3 seasons, and he signed the deal. And I have no issue with Brock Nelson doing that because I simply think that Brock Nelson would be worth $7.5 million on the open market. He's a second-line center. He's got at least 2 more good years in him at the bare minimum, maybe 3 if he's lucky, like to not fall off and have father time catch up to him. But listen, it's no issue with the person that negotiates the deal. I never will have an issue with that. Erik Karlsson, whatever. Mitch Marner signs for $14.5 million. Who cares? He deserves it. He negotiated it. Here's where the issue comes in. It's the team that signs, or whatever it is, the organization, company, whoever, that signs whoever it is to that deal. And for Brock Nelson, I just simply don't understand why the Colorado Avalanche would do this. It's simply because they don't have the cap space to go sign someone for basically their whole cap budget. They just simply don't. They don't have the team to do that. Yes, let's get into it because, yes, it's so many factors going into him. Yes. But first, let's talk about the Colorado Avalanche. And the team overall. Like I said, their current projected cap space obviously is not this anymore, but it was $8.7 million before they signed Brock Nelson. Now, after signing Brock Nelson, it's going to go down to 1.2, right? So you now have $1.2 million to spend this summer, and you have, no draft picks in the first 3 rounds, only 2 in the entire draft in 2025 after making the Brock Nelson deal in the first place. And then you traded away Callum Ritchie as well on top of that. So, yeah, that's just gone out of the window. No prospects coming in the pool this summer. So, next up, we go to the contracts, which is the interesting part because you still have some depth pieces, which I have no idea how you're going to sign these or who you're going to sign to replace these guys. Jonathan Drouin has been really good for you the last 2 years, and you're just going to let him walk for nothing? You're just going to let Nathan MacKinnon's junior teammate walk for nothing, who he's played pretty well with over the last 2 years? Obviously, I don't know the relationship inside the dressing room, but I don't know. They were junior teammates. They wanted to play together in the NHL. He went to Colorado to sign there with them. He took a paid discount this year, and you're not going to bring him back? That's pretty weird to me. But anyway, moving on. So we have a couple really good depth pieces that are just not going to be re-signed on the forward group. And then we have Ryan Liljegren of the now Colorado Avalanche, who you traded for earlier this year from the New York Rangers. Honestly, you can bring back Erik Johnson, and that's probably it for league min. But how do you plan on, okay, just simply, how do you plan on building a team around this core group of Nathan MacKinnon and Cale Makar. Because let's be real, if you have those two, you can compete. You can compete in the NHL. There's no issue with that. But how can you call yourself a Stanley Cup contending champion? Because what was the problem with you guys last year that you wanted to fix? You weren't deep enough. You wanted to fix that. So you go and you take Mikko Rantanen's contract. You go and take Mikko Rantanen's contract, and you don't want to pay him because you want to get a lesser contract in Martin Necas, which totally fair. Whatever. Well, honestly, not fair, but like, whatever. You want to do that? Sure. You want to make the team deeper. Then you just overpaid Brock Nelson. You simply overpaid him, and not because Brock Nelson's not worth $7.7 or $7.5 million, but simply because you guys couldn't afford $7.5 million. That's the problem. They can't afford $7.5 million in one player right now because they simply don't have enough to make a deep roster. They just got beat by Dallas in the first round. Nathan MacKinnon doesn't know where you go from here. He's like, get me Mitch Marner, probably. I don't know. But like, you see what I mean? Like, how do you plan on building a roster out from this? Like, how do you plan on replacing some of these guys? And like, when you go look at their lineup right now, like, I don't like their third line at all. I don't like Charlie Coyle at all. Like, I don't see how this is going to pay off for them. Their defense, they have a great top four. They have a wonderful top four. But after that, how do you even play your third pair? Just being completely honest, how do you play the third pair after signing Brock Nelson to that big of a contract? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, we'll go look at Brock Nelson right now because I think that's important to do. Brock Nelson, obviously, pretty decent career, pretty established player in the NHL. Listen, 50-point player basically every season of his career, 56 points last year in 80 games across both teams. The problem was, in 7 playoff games, 0 goals, 4 assists, did not get on the score sheet, and it was not a pretty look for the Colorado Avalanche, who needed goals desperately. But yeah, I mean, he's going to produce next year. He's going to put up another 50-point season. He's probably going to be more comfortable in the system, and he's going to play to his dollar value, that's for sure. But it's just, you complained about not having a deep enough team this year, and you wanted to make it deeper by going out and liquidating Mikko Rantanen, and now you just completely reverse that by putting $12 million in Charlie Coyle and friggin' Brock Nelson. Let's just put that in perspective, because I guarantee you Mikko Rantanen signs for 12, like he already said he would. So I don't get this. I really don't get this signing. Unless you're just feeling, unless the Colorado Avalanche just feel like they were forced into doing this because they gave up way too good of a package for Callum in terms of the New York Islanders, in terms of Callum Ritchie and the first round pick this year. I'm mind boggled by this trade, or this overall signing, this whole process. Listen, like I said at the beginning, Brock Nelson, congrats to you for getting $7.5 million. You deserve it. You deserve that money. On Colorado's side, I don't get it. So yeah, that's just about does it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful day.